Hello everybody, it is I, Captain Kibble, and welcome back to Let's Play Trilby's Notes. And the last part, let's just say I'm hallucinating. And no, this was not brought upon by blazing. Now, shall we read this note? They appeared to be entries from a diary. July 18th. Felicia and I took shelter from the storm in a decrepit old hotel in the forest. It seems to be completely deserted, so we bedded down on the floor of the lobby for the night. It is so peaceful here, the noise of the storm seems far away. Ah yes, I've had those creepy moments when I realize it's raining for the last 3 hours outside, but it's really quiet. July 19th, exploring the hotel. It has become increasingly clear that the place is not as innocent as it first seemed. We found ancient corpses and evidence of terrible deeds in several of the rooms. The storm has cleared and we intend to leave as soon as possible. Well, sir, I'm judging by the corpse over here that was clearly dragged from the staircase. Wait. No, that blood's lighter. Is it the lighting? Yeah, either way, this blood looks a little too fresh. July 20th. I am certain now that devilry is at work. Every path we take through the forest brings us back to the hotel. We spent the whole day trying routes to no avail. Felicia keeps talking to a demon she fancies she saw in the hotel kitchen last night. Sounds like your wife's lost it. July 21st. Felicia is dead. It was too late to help her. I saw her murder her, just as she did. Perhaps I will be next. I am beginning to understand. July 23rd. The murderous figure in black, the one whose body is savagely stretched into a mockery of form, is not the architect of this nightmare. Rather, this is the work of that hideous lord of the Forbidden Lands. God, forgive me. July 25th. I built a shrine to my captor in the lobby in an attempt to appease it. Nothing has changed. I have no more food. The horror is starting to affect my mind. I always kind of questioned why people immediately went to murder when they're afraid. Like in a lot of horror movies I see, that's what happens. The last horror movie I saw was Babadook. That was okay, but the kid actor got on my nerves. July 28th. I am certain my mind is going. I imagined for a moment that the hotel had changed, had become finely decorated and welcoming as it must have once been in the past. I blinked and it returned to its normal, hateful self. The next few pages were sprinkled with blood, obscuring some of the text. August 1st. What is his rail intention? That disgusting beast? Is he a servant or a prisoner? Sometime he act alone. Sometimes he at behest of higher power. What do he want from me? August 3rd. He is after me now. I think I must have done something wrong. I believe all you did was just roam around like an idiot drunk. August 4th. Hurts. That was the last readable entry. I decided not to take them with me. They were covered in blood and all stuck together. Boy, how the hell did I read them? Alright, let's get out of here. I've done enough reading for today. I'm going home. Screw this. I don't want to be here anymore. This hotel sucks. There's no room service even. Open door. I'm sorry if you can hear my keyboard clicking, but that's out of my control. Look poster. The left poster was some kind of portrait of the strange masked figure I had glimpsed at in the hotel. The middle poster was blank. The third was smashed. Well, I suppose that makes sense. I'm sorry if this video took a bit, dear viewers. But I've been busy this weekend. Like I said, the fumigation and all that. I just can't record on weekends either way. In keeping with the alternate hotel's theme, the furniture looked like someone's had been hurled against them with absolutely fatal force. Lying on the bar, in a pool of gore, was a pair of long-nosed pliers. Oh goody. Take pliers. They were rusty but functional. I took them with me. Ah, rusty pliers. You know, this reminds me of one time I had a bet that I lost. You see, open door. I was in a bet, you see, and I lost that. It's complicated, but basically, I had to get one of my fingernails ripped out painfully. I was not happy. I thought, well, between 50 bucks or my fingernail, a fingernail at least grows back. Use pliers on body. The pliers were ideal for removing the nails. Oh dear, great, don't, oh, body vanished. I'm tripping balls. But yeah, I was like, $50 for my fingernail, the fingernail at least comes back. I was wrong. That was not worth it. It's like those methods of torture where they shove bamboo under your fingernails. Oh goody, I'm not going to even look in that stall. Look. Counter. The counter had 2 sinks. I was covered in filth and mold. To my surprise, a brand new sealed envelope was sitting between the basins. Really, take envelope. But baffled, I took the envelope. It was strangely bulky and tore it open. A white pill bottle and a note fell out into my hand. I here enclosed the note with this report. Trilby, if you're reading this, then you too have seen the hotel change. At present, I have no idea if the alternative hotel is part of the ethereal realm or some kind of constructed pocket dimension. Sorry, what? Damn you, occultism! Either way, there's a definite correlation between one's level of agitation and one's tendency to reality shift. Fear is your enemy. It leaves you shining like a beacon for whatever evil brought us to this place. Enclosed is a bottle of tranquilizers from my personal first aid kit. When you find yourself shifting it into the other place, take a pill and try to calm down, and the real hotel will return. Do not let it concern you. I am researching the phenomenon. Your task is to find Defoe. Good luck, Agent Linkman. Linkman's letter raised more questions than it answered. I pocketed the pill bottle. Linkman, you're my hero. Take pill. Hesitantly, I tipped the tranquilizer into my palm and swallowed it without water. It clearly took effect. I felt this anxiety lift from the pit of my stomach. Now my dismal surroundings seemed to feel less imposing. Then I felt that strange sensation again of lightheadedness and detachment as the world around me began to quiver. Oh yeah, everything's back to normal. Or is this the nightmare? No, that's stupid. No, everything's fine. Let's go. Oh good, everything's back to normal. Everything's fine. Everyone's happy. No one's dead. I am not covered in blood. Though I do feel slightly slower and something is wrong with my... The fuck? Oh! Wow, this is actually one of the Easter eggs you see there, viewers. Yeah, it's like that. Sometimes you see that was from 7 Days of Skeptic. The spaceship, you know, with the clocker. So there are Easter eggs like that if you just keep re-entering doors by doing the tab thing where it shows you your previous use. I didn't expect to find one at all. That was immediate. I wonder if that's a sign of bad or good things to come. Here's the painting we've been so damn determined to look at. Look, painting. I was frankly astonished that Matthew Defoe's painting had survived this immolation of Defoe Manor. I'm sorry, it's the text and the size of the window. As I stared at it, it seemed that the surrounding room began to blur until only the painting was in focus. Oh god, not again. I fancied I could hear the creaks and whispers of Defoe Manor's hallways. I felt a bizarre urge to reach out and touch the painting. Alright, let's do that. Touch painting. Let's do it. Sorry, I needed a sip of my tea. As I stepped closer, I could feel sound becoming muffled and my head spinning. As if I were about to faint. My hand, as if pulled by an invisible string, reached out towards the clumsy brush strokes. Oh, that'll look that bad. Well, Defoe Manor, July 28th, AD 1821. I'm freaking out again! Matthew Defoe is 15 years old today. He is excitedly putting the finishing touches to a painting which his father commented on encouragingly. The first time he has ever been supportive of Matthew's artistic leanings. Oh, that's quite lovely, good sir. Glad to see father and son bonding. As long as he's not tripping out on a spaceship. Matthew is now convinced that his father is lifting from the mysterious depression that has plagued him for as long as either of them can remember. Now he intends to make the painting absolutely perfect before showing it again. Oh, looks good. Knock, knock. Master Matthew? Sir Roderick has requested your presence in the trophy room. Thank you, James. And if you'll be so good to inform him that we'll be now retiring for the night. Very good, James. Take care. I never understood why people are so mean to butlers, from what I can tell. It seems... Ah, there you are, boy. Let me introduce my son, Matthew. Hello. This is my friend, Mr. Smith. He's an expert on African tribal art. Oh, just a scholar. Hardly even that. Just someone with an interest in the subject. and he has offered to assess the figure I brought back from my travels. Oh, you mean you went hunting in Africa? What'd you hunt? I wasn't aware you had a family, Sir Roderick. Is your wife home too? Oh, you're an ass. Regrettably, Belinda is no longer with us. Oh, I'm sorry. Quite alright, you couldn't have known. She succumbed to illness shortly after Matthew was born. Oh, you're trying to make it out to be like it wasn't my fault. I finished the painting I showed you, Father. Oh, good. Well, Mr. Smith, what do you think of the piece? Why'd you call me down here again? It's an intriguing little puzzler, actually. The design is reminiscent of a few Central African tribal gods that I'm aware of. But to be honest, I've never seen anything like this before. Is it virtually valueless, or what? May I ask how you acquired it? Oh, don't tell me we're going Inception on this. I don't want to go. It was 20 years ago when I was a younger man on my first travels in the Dark Continent. We were traveling along the west coast when our bearers spotted a ship that had run aground. It was an English clipper named the Sea Angel, and a short exploration revealed that every single crewman had just disappeared. That's odd. Abandoned ship, perhaps? Of course, we sent a letter to the nearest embassy to report the finding. But the point is, it was on the lowest deck of the ship that I found this very figure you see before you today. What an extraordinary tale, I'll say. But how do you account for there being an African tribal carving on a British vessel? We were as confused as you are. It wasn't a slave trading vessel, but there must have been a Negro on the crew. It has been a personal mystery of mine ever since. I don't know why. I feel a bit horrible for reading the word out loud like that. I was hoping you could shed a little light on the matter. But there is more to tell. I haven't even begun to recount the strange events that have surrounded this artifact. How many people have died? Would you care for a glass of brandy? Why am I here? Oh, thank you. That would be most kind. Sorry, sir. Matthew, fetch the brandy from the kitchen and some glasses. Oh, that's why I'm here. I'm the butler. Yes, Father. Oh, I get it. I'm the butler since James left for the night. And the voice crack. Wait, I didn't tell him James retired. Shit, Dad! Whatever. I hate these controls. Look. Machete? No, knives. A selection of knives were arranged conveniently above the sideboard. Sideboard. One of them was Sir Roderick's old jungle machete, which he liked to keep there as some sort of joke. It's a horrible joke. Is that an apron? Look at the table. Above the sideboard there was... And someone had left a brown leather apron on the kitchen table. Why is this door here? Is my question. Look, door. Fuck! Let me try that again. My English wasn't good there. There were at least 3 doors here. The one to the east led to the dining hall and the rest of the house. To the north was the pantry, and to the west was the door Matthew had never been through, which was kept permanently locked. Knock on door. That didn't make sense to Matthew. Knock door. That might have made sense in another time and place, but not then. Oh, okay. You want to know what makes sense in another time and place? That machete. Talk door. This boy behind the door had not spoken in some time. Matthew was beginning to wonder if he had ever really existed. That's good. Talk door again. Oh. Slip painting under door. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna go over here and get the brandy. Yeah, here it is. Get glass. Matthew took the brandy bottle and a pair of appropriate glasses. Bang, bang. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. Bang, bang. Oh, don't worry, good sir. I did another painting today. I showed it to Father, and he said it was promising. You're great. I keep trying to tell him about you. I don't know, one reason, a fucking slum of depression, but he never listens. You haven't knocked for me in so long I was beginning to wonder. Bang, bang. Hello, good sir. Hey, do you want to see my painting? Bang, bang. Is that a yes? I'm not sure how I'd get it through the door. Slip painting under door. Under door. Great. I'm pushing the painting under your door, okay? Just give it back when you're finished. Please, Mr. Babadook. How dare you, sir! You intrude on my hospitality and insult my judgment? That's father, alright. Get out of my house, you worm! I'd better see what's the matter. Oh dear, does this mean the brandy's off? I already filled the glasses. I guess I could drink it. I have drunk a lot of champagne as a child. My cousin had been married so many times that they never lasted longer than a year. Every wedding was the same thing. Cousin would be like, oh, you're so sweet to me. Here, have a sip. Then my dad was like, you need to have a sip. I know it won't happen for a long time. And then my mother was like, well, a sip won't hurt. And before I know it, on the car ride home, my brother was wondering why I was near asleep in the back, looking tired. Father? Oh, it's you. Father, what happened? I heard shouting. That old fool told me some rubbish about my figurine. Said the only tribe it could have come from all died in slavery years ago. What's wrong with that? Actually, had the nerve to accuse me of buying from a forger. I'm sorry, Father. What are you apologizing for? Where's that damn brandy? I've got it here. Give it to me. Oh, there's 2 glasses. No, I'll go back to my room, Father. Show me your painting. Father? You said you had a painting. Oh, show it to me. I can't, Father. And why not? Because... Come on, why not? Out with it! Because I gave it to the boy behind the door. I see. Father, go back to your room, boy. I have to write my diary entry. Yes, Father. My, this is quite a gruesome night. An hour of silence passed, and Matthew grew concerned about his father. Don't be. He needs to be drunk. Just leave him to his own issues. Strangely, the most disturbing thing had been Sir Roderick's reaction to Matthew mentioning the boy behind the door. In the past, raising this had usually provoked a violent rage or an instant flat denial. Matthew wondered what sort of anxiety was going through his father's mind. Maybe I just didn't help adding on to his day. Smash. What was that? Father, what are you doing? Oh, this is why I need to keep a gun in my bedroom, a flintlock or something. Oh goody, the door is open. I keep thinking I can get around the table sooner than I can. Open door. Matthew was confused by his own reluctance. He had longed to see what was beyond this door his entire life, but now given the chance he was struck with fear. He peered cautiously through and saw a set of rough stone steps leading down to some kind of basement. Oh, what the hell's going on here? I should have done this the moment you came into the world, demon child. May God forgive me for having part in your creation. Is that the idol you're holding, Father? What are you doing? Are those manacles? Do you see what you've done? I didn't want him to see this. Do you see what you've done? Father, no! Father! Father! Jesus! What the fuck? Boo! Oh, my apologies, dear boy. I couldn't resist. You looked so lost in that painting, I don't think you even saw me come in. Don't do that to me! Why, is everything alright, Terry? Yes, everything's fine. Don't do that again. It's just for a moment there I thought I saw. Never mind. Simon and I were talking about you after you ran out of the room. I said you seemed like something was making you terribly anxious. Where's the hotel clerk? Frankly, I think that's still the case. I'm okay, really I am. Well, if you're sure, like you're not pressing into the matter. I was certain my mind was not playing tricks on me. I had been back there, in Defoe Manor, looking through the eyes of Matthew to Defoe. I had seen the events that had created John Defoe. I saw his death at the hands of Sir Roderick, that terrible violent end that would bring him back in that awful wrath. But somehow, seeing that event, it was clear to me that there was more to this than the ghost of one retarded youth. There had been something very wrong about that idol, even before it was used to destroy John Defoe. A name stood out in my memory, the Sea Angel, the name of the ship on which Sir Roderick had found the figure. I now had a lead. Professor, do you know anything about a ship called the Sea Angel? You know, it's funny you should mention that name. Oh, goody. Why? There's a really old wooden chisel among the Defoe Manor artifacts. And the word Sea Angel are carved into the handle. Where is this shizzle? Out in the display room, the convention hall, next to the dining room. What's all this about, Terry? It's nothing. It's just a little side project my clients want me to get onto. Thank you for your help. No problem. Take care of yourself. Great. I'm gonna have to buy a freaking chisel by the end of this too. I'm already stripping. I'm not liking this here. Oh, what's this? Look, counter. The reception desk was a cheap pine affair and unadorned with papers and materials. Someone appeared to have left a matchbox on the desktop. Grab matches. Take matches. Only one match left. I took it anyway. He said, oh wait, there's a piece of paper over there. Ooh, a piece of candy. Right. Take paper. It was a page from a religious book I wasn't familiar with. I here enclose it with these notes. Victim 5, the child. 1. The fifth man who desired judgment was the child, whose father held the carving of the slave. The prince came to him, and was at once rightly pleased with what he found, for the house of the child and his father already knew well the name of that king. 2. And as the prince watched, the child was thrown down by his father, and broken, with the wood of the prince's soul. But as the child's body, mind, and soul began to drift apart, the prince held them together, and he said, You are the child, and to you I grant power, for you I see in you the potential that will grant my father, the king, his greatest wish. You shall be not of the land of technology, nor of the realm of magic, but of both, and thus you shall form the bridge. And across the bridge, the king shall come to bring his message to the men of technology. Through you, child, the bridge will come, and thus I name you the Bridge Keeper. And the prince touched the child, and he was the Bridge Keeper, and his 3 aspects were granted power, so that his soul would join with the prince's soul in the wood of the tree. 6. And the Bridge Keeper rose up, and threw down his father, and threw down his brother, and truly did they know the name of the king. And into the house of this father went the body and the mind of the Bridge Keeper. Oh! That was horrifying to read! I need to pick up this version of the Bible sometime, you know? I might get a laugh out of it. Either way. I keep trying to... It's like he stops mid-walk for some reason. I don't know why. It might be my fault. I want to hold down one of the arrow keys to go in a certain direction, but... Whatever. Let's just go in here. Open door. The kitchen doors refuse to open. Oh. I suppose the showroom is over here, right? I suppose that's my mistake. Open door. It appeared to be locked, probably by a deadbolt on the other side. Goody. Right, save. Let me just save here. There we go. Right. I think this is a good time to end this all, dear viewers. I hope you all have a good day and take care. Goodbye. It hurts.